Hello. Hello, everyone. Today, I thought, well, not today because I was technically streaming this morning, I guess. If you want to be annoying about it. Alright, audio's good. Had to turn on the chamber real quick to check. But, we're playing NORCO. I don't know anything about this game aside from the fact that I saw a single screenshot of it and it looked so fucking good from the writing in the single screenshot that I really wanted to play it this morning. I don't have any content warnings, but it does seem like it's a mystery game that gets pretty heavy. So, yeah, everyone, just so you're aware, let's get to it. Field hid the stars behind halogen and flame projected onto the sky every night. There was no such thing as silence. The noise never went away. The refinery exhaled an endless sigh. Personally, I can't sleep with the sound of cicadas anymore and, like, industrial road noise because I've spent most of my life simulated next to, roads and shit, so I still can't sleep without that sound. In your dreams, the towers were grand cathedrals, places of worship. The swamps hid behind mirrors like spies. The birds transformed into radiant spheres and traced omens above the highway blight. You spent your adolescence sleepwalking between little devastating rituals. Though Blake pleaded, you decided to leave. I didn't care. Never feel bad for fucking off. If the situation is lame, the bricks. Just walk out. But for a while you did. You caught out on a grainer to Chicago, and onwards to the West Coast. You'd never left Louisiana, and thought you'd never return. You thought the ghosts of the lowlands wouldn't find you hiding along the road. The years carried you through overlit suburbs of the vast American limbo, across mountains, above cell towers. Coming down 99, you saw an old man crouched in a roadside ditch. He was mouthing your name. He had a familiar gaze. He was gone when you wiped the sleep from your eyes. You spoke to Blake, learning of your mother's declining health, her insomnia, her erratic behavior. You ignored the urgency in your brother's voice. By and by, you made your way east. You threw your phone into the Rio Grande. You joined the armies of the Mesa. For months, you were in the company of fugitives. You slept in nuclear tunnels, repairing engines and weaponry. What for? Hey, I come from an area around the Rio Grande. They don't really have weapons full of... The war was a meme that set Albuquerque on fire. You escaped while the foot soldiers of a pop-up junta bloodied the parched land. While hiding in the berth of a freight liner. Well, I've never had difficulty sleeping during difficult times. I honestly don't remember what I was doing yesterday, so I forget what I was doing. Or maybe I was in the act of forgetting in the freight liner, and that's why I can't remember. You called home from a landline in a motel somewhere beyond Texas. You knew from Blake's hello that your mother was already dead. You hung up, shouldered your bag, returned to the highway. 5 years had passed. The ghosts were calling you back home. So, pop-up junta in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You awake from a delirious dream to find yourself in your childhood bedroom. Monkey watches you from the corner. Oh! Oh! Monkey. Monkey. You. Alright. You. You. Alright. We've learned all we're gonna learn from this, I think. You. Oh, I was traveling. I guess... I mean, I could have been traveling down the Pacific coast. Made my way from Louisiana all the way to Washington. That'd be a weird path to take. But that sounds about right. Summer days arrived. You built a bike in a garage in Eureka and took it south. Pacific... Did I pick the wrong coast for that? If I picked the wrong coast, why is it called the Pacific Northwest? Where the fuck is Eureka? Isn't that Kansas? Generator shows on the beach, interstate on-ramps teeming with personalities. Familiar smile on the face of the old man in the Central Valley ditch. That smile burned its image into your eyes. Through the Midwest? Freight cars rattled in the cold dusk as you crouched on the Grainer porch. The cell towers peeked over the flat country, translating the notions of the world. The lights of suburban Memphis, the fences, the traffic, the stark shadows under a lavender blanket of clouds. Afraid, tired, silent, and alert at each terminal, you watched the night decay for miles. Then what? You rode in the back of a van wedged between amplifiers from Chicago to Des Moines. You stole a heater from Walmart and brought it to the poorly attended house show. Des Moines to Kansas City to Denver. Okay, that sounds about right. So we ended up in New Mexico and ended up in the proximity of a Papa Punta, apparently. Friends went south and you were glad to be alone. Spent long nights along those highways in a shitty sleeping bag. You bathed in rivers, you watched the ocean of outer space, you watched the satellites travel along their course. I'm home again, because your brother needs you, because your mom died. Okay, so we just have some subjects that we can think about, it would seem. Which I think is interesting. I really like, the sort of idea that I can just think about stuff that's been mentioned, even if it's not necessarily a person I can talk to. Like the Ditch Man. Can we talk about the Ditch Man? He torments me every waking moment. The smile of the man who crouched in the ditch of the highway revisits your mind. His head was smudged with Wednesday ashes, and mascara ran from his eyes. Your brother is a lot. Younger, reckless, gets in trouble. Spends sleepless nights scrolling image boards. An edgelord, a shitlord, a sensitive soul, compassionate, foolish. Can't take criticism, always needs money, tries to help those he loves, but often makes things worse. That's a really... I don't know if our protagonist is an asshole or just honest, because that's a really rough way to talk about your brother. Insecure, dysmorphic, constantly checking his reflection, always seeking validation. Was terrified of you leaving, and now he's terrified of you dying. When I think of him, all I feel is guilt and obligation. No love or anything like it. Your brother is oblivious. Your grandma once said that she didn't expect much from Blake. She said he was short-tempered, oblivious, and couldn't focus. Blake was sitting in the chair across from her, staring down at a tablet. After she left the room, you asked him how he felt. I feel fine, he said. Why? Because of what Gran said? You responded. He looked confused. What did she say? It sounds like our relationship with our brother is about as bad as it gets. I wonder if our... Oh no! Guys, we call our mom by her first name in our mind. That's the worst sign you can possibly get. Your mom died. The cancer metastasized. It was in her liver, then her lungs, then it was in her brain. She was on chemo, never finished her third course. At the hospice on Jefferson Highway, Blake said the traffic shook the building. He left before she drew her last breath. Alone with the morphine drip and the rattling glass. That's how Catherine died. Oh, wow. Alright, so home's pretty bad. I will say I'm not going to go back and pick through every single possible dialogue option, unless it leads me back to them naturally. So for instance, that choice where I got to make a choice about how I feel about my brother, I'm not going to go back through that just because I feel like it's a little bit against the against the spirit of the game to click through to those sort of secondary dialogue options. It's a personal hang-up of mine. A sticker from grade school, half peeled from the window. Cool January air spills through the open window. The low sun washes over the neighborhood. A small flock of blackbirds dissolves into the tree line towards the lake. Commuter traffic glints along Apple Street as a pair of wrens reeve out of the overgrown lot next door. A flyer from a show your friends put on a few weeks before you left town. A fight broke out while one of the opening bands played. I got whipped in the face with a bike chain. You still have a scar above your left eye. After the show, you and Blake shot fireworks from the roof of a hotel on Poydras Street. Sleepless and sober, the two of you walked back to Norco. You watched the sun climb over the grain elevators. Yikes. Bike chain's a pretty bad thing to get smacked in the fucking face with. You assume Million has been keeping the plants alive. Who's Million? Among the books on the shelf is a slim volume called Crisis LARPing. The proto-disaster tourism began almost as soon as the floodwaters left. Punks from across the country ventured into the Ninth Ward, Gentility, St. Bernard, and finally the East. They curated a theatrical self-portrait of their lives in the ruins. The aesthetics of disaster were central to that emerging milieu. It began to percolate into popular culture. Collapse became the zeitgeist. Wise investors recuperated the experience of disaster. New Orleans became a plastic dystopia, a marketplace for crisis. Well, I'm not qualified to comment on that in the context of the real world. I don't know how that word's pronounced either. The laptop your parent gifted you idles on a shoddy particle board desk. As the screen illuminates, you notice that the signal in the house is dead. No internet. Looks like Blake was using the computer at some point. He left a browser tab open. Sure, why not? Could be porn. Wait, no, that's not a... Okay. Huh? SCP Anglers. Anyone still post here? Nope, Places Wasteland. Mod are all SJWs. I hope our brother's not a chud. You're posting. Nice one, jackass. Forgot I even posted. Wanted to run something by you, gents. Was knocked out. Sakale in the highway. Big round glowing thing in the sky. Call that the sun, OP. Funny, talk to someone else. Seen it too near the Parish Channel. Bruh, that's the sun. I see it every day, OP. Been rising and setting every day I've been alive. Anybody seen or not? Nothing like this, but birds in the swamp be acting weird. We've all seen the sun, bruh. Relax. Looks like it was made of glass, maybe. Would glow real bright, then not at all. Moved fast. Best pick I could get. All kinds of shit been happening out that way. I mean, that sounds like what happens when I run around near the highway. People catch me with their headlights, I start shining, and then I run away screaming. Quack job. It's like the name. Quack job, quack coin. App's a way of getting you to join a cult. Worse than the people living in the mall in Kenner. You can't trade that coin, they use it hardly on any exchanges, because everyone knows it's a goddamn Ponzi scheme. Might as well do anything about shows with the banning on the spot for using a naughty word. Place is a joke. Internet's nothing but celebs, libs, and bots. Seen this exact thing, OP. Still there, seen at the base of the upper suction. So if we want to go see what might be a UFO, or possibly the sun, we can go to upper suction. Monkey. Oh, Jesus! Monkey. Your best friend. A childhood gift. Spoke with him often when things got difficult. But then he left. He sat here for 5 years collecting dust. 5 years. His eyes fill with anger as he challenges you to return his gaze. Staring Contest Part 1. Glyphs. Glyphs will appear and flash a pattern. Match the pattern to meet Monkey's gaze. What? Ready? Yes. Ah. You successfully meet Monkey's gaze with a cool assurance. However, his expression is unchanged. You stare more intensely. Rings! Circles will appear over Monkey's eyes. An outer ring will shrink to the perimeter of the circle. Click the circle and the outer ring locks into place. Okay. You're scaring me, Monkey. Oh. Anger melts from Monkey's face. His expression changed. Hello, Monkey. You drape Monkey over your shoulder. Did I just have him on me now? Monkey stares at you. You stare at Monkey. He stares with more intensity until his gaze passes through you. You become invisible to him. Little circles of light pool in the doll's tired eyes as they watch the infinite space beyond your being. The air that hangs between your eyes and his is a vacuum of utter stillness. You look away. Well, okay. Anything else in here? Looks like no. Alright, I guess we can go check the living room. Go see if our shitlord fail brother is home. Memories of sleepless nights, the dull refinery hum, and the red halogen half-darkness. Your mom sitting here staring through the window. There was a tension in her demeanor, as if you were interrupting some urgent and obligatory task. You continue to the kitchen with no words exchanged. I thought she hated me. She was thinking about Blue. She barely knew you were there. A letter from Shield Oil sits atop a stack of mail. Alright, Shield Oil. It looks like they're the kind of oil company that gets to send letters to the local community. Fuck. Dear neighbor, please be advised. There will be elevated flaring at the site of our number 5 smokestack near Good Hope on the evening of Thursday, March 19th. This will pose no health risk to residents. They lied. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact the Shield NORCO Office of Community Engagement. Love those letters that they send from the local oil company that's like, hey, we're gonna be burning shit. It probably won't kill you. Don't worry about it. I don't like those, actually. They're evil. A family photo album. Oh boy. Yellowing pages of disposable photographs. Your grandfather. A peculiar look in his face, impossible to read. Your mom staring at Blake through the obscure lighting. He's dressed as a vampire, tugging at someone's waist. Pleated khaki shorts. Photo labeled Duck. Scene of a barbecue on the lakefront. The man at the center points playfully at the camera. His face is obscured. Turn the page and there's Blue. Your father, though you've never thought of him that way. His skin stained by the sun, a canister of dip shoved into his front pocket. His easy smile, his knowing eyes. You set the book aside. Looks like our fail brother has not been doing Mom's laundry since she died. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. The western margin of the lake. Many tragedies have come to pass along the western margin of Lake Pontchartrain. The unnamed hurricane of that left the settlements of Frenier and La Branche in a state of unrecognizable destruction. Those who survived did so by clinging for their lives to the limbs of cypress trees. The fables and secrets of those communities lie with the bones now scattered in the sediment of the lake. Techniques of deliberate externality. Shield has acquired much of Norco's most flood-resistant land through a variety of mechanisms. Madère and Moore argue that one such mechanism is a process of deliberate externality. This theory posits that key corporate decision-makers encourage the company to emit effluent and noxious substances into the environment with the explicit intention of decreasing neighboring property values. This compels residents to sell their properties below market value to relocate as quickly as possible. The criticism that this theory often receives is that it diminishes the importance of slavery in situating black residents along industrial fence lines up and down the Mississippi River. In the words of Carter, slavery was the deliberate externality from which S.H.I.E.L.D. continues to profit. Pollution was never needed. Hey folks. I'm gonna say most of the stuff that sounds like it might be real and affect the real world in this game, like that. That's real. And I am not going to make comments on it unless there is something egregiously factually wrong that I can point out. Because, I don't live in a community affected by this kind of stuff, and I am certainly not a person who is affected by this kind of stuff, because I'm a dog from space. So I just wanted to get that out of the way now, because I didn't realize we were going to be reading actual books on political theory in this game. I didn't realize it was a Disco Elysium. Fence line diaspora. In the end, we decided to leave Dimes. It wasn't the cat cracker, or the smells, or the fear for our children's health that drove us away, though they played a part. Truth be told, it was the media attention, spokespeople and activists and academics and all of this. I was done with it. I was done being a poster child, done being thought of as a victim. I wanted my experience to be my own, not something to gawk at or dissect in a laboratory. A photo of your mom holding Blake as a baby on a beach in Pensacola, Florida. It's winter. You stand beside them, bundled up and laughing as a gust of wind rakes the beach. The sky's bone white. Pretty nice TV. Oh, an old defective flat screen that your mom never bothered bringing to the curb. How is it defective? Chaotic distortion of your mother's memories flash before you. Huh. That's the refinery, it looks like. Huh. Is this literally our mom's memories, or is this just some video that she took at some point? Did they put my mom in the fucking flat screen? Also, I just realized our mom died of cancer and we live right next to an oil refinery. That's depressing. That's really depressing. Blue is a vague memory. You don't remember Blue, only the things he left behind. Photographs, cologne, tools, the name that your mother kept. Even the pictures that have survived are far too faded to make out. Yeah, this game, I will say so far, Lilac, has been a little bit of a bummer. It's a somber game already. It opened with us reminiscing about how we can't sleep because of the sound of the refinery not being there. When we moved to New Mexico and accidentally got wrapped up in a pop-up military junta for a week. Norco's very much, I will say, I made the comparison to Disco Elysium earlier. Norco is a lot like Disco Elysium in that they really just don't give a shit about hitting you in the face with their setting and just kind of assuming that you'll figure it out. Your grandfather, Peter Pops Pierre Melancon. He passed away when you were a teenager. He seemed to court controversy. Though as a child, you never understood why. Duck. An old friend of your mom's. Your memory of him is scattered and vague. So I guess the people that we have better memories of are going to be in here and have more clear photos. I do wonder why we and our brother are faceless. Because, you know, we're the protagonists, but there's no real reason for our brother to be faceless, right? Alright, let's check the kitchen. Here's a question. Was our mom religious, or is this just the quota required of crosses in a Louisiana parish? I have never lived in one, so I don't know. Is a cross per room of the house religious, or just how it is? You've discovered so many dead cockroaches in this microwave from over the years that it's discouraged you from using it. For several months, a dead baby roach was stuck between the clock's display and the protective screen blocking the hour. Okay, so there's sometimes that I come across items in games that the writers definitely modeled it from a real object they once saw. I am convinced. This microwave is a microwave the writers of this game saw in the real world once. Blake finally shook the microwave aggressively enough that the roach fell into the guts of the machine. That's probably fine. Your mom's painkillers are spilled across the counter. I hope Blake's not taking those. He seems like he might, and that would be unhealthy. Ooh, attic. You're always frightened by the laundry room? Yeah, all microwaves are just big clocks. You are right about that. Oh, it's quiet up here. That's spooky. There used to be much more clutter up here. You imagine your mom gave it away as the end approached. Ah. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like our brother is here. Check the back. Yard. Hey, bro! Hey, bro, you been in the backyard today? Bro, there's some weird fucking guy out here. This truck was your grandfather's. You remember riding in his lap while he let you steer, the dead wasps that collected behind the seat, the smell of grease, whiskey, and nicotine. You and Blake would drive the truck into New Orleans on the weekends. No AC, windows down. The rattling chassis was deafening going 75 on Interstate 10. Million has been slowly repairing the vehicle since your mom's death. Oh, I guess that's whoever Million is. I guess we know now. Steel pry bar lies on the ground. Guess we don't need it yet. Or at all. I guess it's my adventure game instincts that I see a pry bar and I want to pick it up. Your mom's old 4-cylinder 350cc bike. It has extensive rust and wear. Million sits in her characteristic slouch, lost in thought. Her carapace has taken on the rusted and weather-worn quality of much of the machinery in the rest of the yard. How did I invent an entirely different sentence that was not written on screen? You recall the night that your mom showed up with her. You and Blake stayed up past dawn, poring over pirated API docs. Her ragdoll mass was slumped on the floor as you wrote the routing procedure. You wonder if such memories hide behind her constellation of eyes. Yo, did we build a bootleg kernel of Linux into our robot? The robot regards you casually. Okay, you're awake. I'm gonna say that was the best sleep I've had in years because, to be perfectly fair, I haven't slept in a real bed since I left for Albuquerque. Well, I guess I didn't leave for Albuquerque, I just ended up in Albuquerque. Best sleep I had in years. The sound of the refinery did always help you sleep, didn't it? In any case, I'm certain I was no help. She gestures towards the motorcycle at the edge of the carport. I was turning over the engine on that bike to test the coils. It was quite noisy, but they're in good shape now. All I need is a fuse and we can use it to get around while I finish repairing the truck. I heard the phone ringing inside, but I had my hands full. Where can we get a fuse? The gas station up the road has them, but you may have to persuade Troy to let you in. Were you expecting a call? Many people have been calling since Catherine died. Your brother is usually the one answering the phone, but I don't know where he went off to. Okay, so you don't know where my brother is either. I'm not gonna be mean to my brother. My mom did just die. Wonder where he could be. Bar or bookstore? I hope not the bookstore? Wait, no, I hope the bookstore, not the bar. It would be very strange if I hoped my brother was drinking in response to my mother's death. Why are so many people calling? Your mother left behind a lot of loose ends. That doesn't make sense. If she was clearing out the attic before she died, why would she lose loose ends? From what little I know, I gather she was conducting research for a client in Fat City. I sense that many people would like to acquire that data. I'm unaware of where she has hidden it. Perhaps Blake knows its whereabouts? Who exactly would want to see the data, and is it the local oil company? Your mother spent her entire life researching this town. She knew histories that others have forgotten. History has a lot of value in this place. And who is this client? I haven't a clue. These aren't things she discussed with me. As the cancer spread, she became more guarded with her research. Yeah, Mom was always kind of a weirdo. Occupational hazard, I suppose. I wouldn't know anything about that. I stream on Twitch TV. Anyway. That's all, I suppose. Take a look at our mind map. Million was fugitive. Once a fugitive, now just a relic. She spends hours in stasis beneath the house like any discarded thing would. Million was a security android? She guarded the perimeter of the aluminum refinery in Gramercy. One day she ran away. Why? You don't know. Your mom was conducting research. For who? For a client in Fat City. Client. I wonder why we would say that the client is connected to Duck. Client at Fat City. That's all you know. Maybe our UI has intuition that we don't. Your mom kept all her gear in a plastic container strapped behind the cab of the truck. Boots, waders, flashlights, tackle, first aid kit, etc. towers of the refinery wink in a subtle and familiar rhythm. Alright, well, guess we should probably check the front yard. Alright, yeah, we're definitely we're definitely religious. We have a front yard, Mary. Hello, ma'am. Your grandfather's statue of the Virgin Mary sits in the shadows along the crawl space of the house. Oh. Oh, she's scary. Hi, ma'am. You observed the weathered concrete and flaking paint of the statue. The face is especially deteriorated, framed by a system of cracks. Let's try praying to the spooky Mary. I bet it'll go so well. Oh, I actually can't. Okay. Touch it. You run your hands along the deteriorating contours of the statue. It snaps off as if by design. Behind the statue's face hides an odd assemblage of electronics, carelessly soldered together! At the center of the electronic configuration is what appears to be a card reader. Whoa! We have a spy Mary in our front fucking lawn with a card reader in her face. Oh my god, I don't know what our mom was doing, but she was definitely pissing off the FBI or something. 3 times this house is flooded. The first flood is a shadow of memory. Placing your feet down on drenched carpet, your mom and grandfather ripping out sheetrock, sitting in a small RV in the backyard, setting dolls on a cluttered little table. The second flood, you were 14. The pumping station failed during a heavy rain. You were in class watching the clouds move upriver. You got a text message from your mom. Stay in Distron, I'll come get you. For 2 weeks, you shared a hotel room with your mom and Blake. She spent all her days gutting the house. In the evenings, you would sometimes help. Third flood. Another pump failure. Your mom hired contractors with the insurance money. She said she was getting too old for it. You were bitter. You blamed her for not selling the house sooner. You stayed with friends in New Orleans. Fourth flood? Fourth flood will follow a slow hurricane, and it will be a calamity. It will leave the entire region submerged as critical levees breach. There will be a massive blackout that lasts weeks. Much of the sewerage infrastructure will be damaged beyond repair. The embattled federal government will do nothing to assist. It will bankrupt the region. Small militant enclaves will form along the high ground of the Mississippi River. They will take to piracy and hijack commercial shipping vessels. Private mercenary forces will retaliate in kind. Slowly, industry will flee this hot zone. The old river control structure will collapse from neglect and sabotage. The Mississippi River will again change its course. NORCO, an old abandoned refinery town on a ghost of a river. Your house will be squatted and then razed. These are real problems that happened in the wake of Hurricane Katrina. It's not even a portent of the future, it's just kind of an anxiety you have to deal with in a world that has dealt with a slow-moving hurricane over that region of the world, and it destroyed the local infrastructure, killed a lot of people, and it made everyone very scared that it would ever happen again because they still haven't recovered from the last time it happened. It fucking sucks, man. Hurricanes are fucking awful. 3 crows eye you from the power line. Okay. Is that a real cat or a fake cat? Oh, a real cat! Your mom fed the neighborhood strays. They must be hungry since she passed. Shield is an oil refinery. Shield Gulf South is a regional subsidiary of a transnational oil empire. It holds a large share of leases in the Gulf of Mexico and refines crude oil right here in Norco. The chemical annex sits on the other side of town from the refinery. It produces the feedstock for plastic consumer products. Shield owns half the town. Well, I guess we have to go find a fuse for our bike. How you doing, monkey? We do, private investigators. We snoop for you. Snowball stand? Snowball stand is closed for the winter. I guess that makes sense, yeah. The turtle! He crawled out the trash can! Don't touch him, see? He's dirty. No, he's not. Turtles are always clean. They live in water. Trash water is not clean. We gotta go, see? Just let me stare a little longer. He's pretty. He is pretty. I love turtles. They're a very interesting animal. I think anything that can do nothing all day and live to 190 or whatever is a very cool animal. No, you. I mean, I like to think I'm a cool animal too, yeah. A freight loader is being repaired in the Bashur Woods over the levee. A film crew is set up along River Road. Several floodlights illuminate a gruesome murder scene. 2 men stand pensively above a corpse. Oh yeah, let's go mess with the movie freaks. As you near the set, a small, energetic man jumps from his chair. Attention, dumbass! Can't you see we're trying to shoot here? What are you filming? It's a detective drama called None of Your Goddamn Business. Any other questions? Sounds cool! So is this like a murder scene? Keep it up and it's gonna be. Hey. You know what? Wait a second. You from around here? Yeah? Some cultural expertise, you might say. Bayou Cop drama and all these knuckleheads are from LA. Are they about to ask me my opinion on the local police? Oh no! An actor on set turns towards the director. I told you, Kevin. I'm from Texas. That's right, Noah. Your Harvard-educated daddy bought a boutique ranch outside Austin. That don't make you a cowboy, Hoss. Now hush up before you scare off the yokel. The director returns his attention to you with a mild look of disgust. Help us out, will you? The script needs some work. What do you say? Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yes. Great. Hey, Noah! Get over here so you can learn something from this stupid redneck. The actor smolders. He whispers under his breath. I'm a redneck. Fine, Noah. You're a redneck. A real salt-of-the-earth kind of guy. But as luck would have it, we came across an even dumpier hayseed than you, okay? So just take a knee. Thanks, man. Alright, anyway, we need some good slang. What do you call a villain? A bad apple, a lowlife. Alright. Alright, hang on. Okay, this is actually great. We might have a chance to make something very funny happen here. I call all villains and lowlifes crawfish devils. Yes, that is real. 100%. You nod solemnly. Oh my god, I'm so glad our main character can lie. Now that is some spicy Louisiana shit right there. Sure, man. Write that shit down! Did you get that, Noah? Write that shit down. Crawfish devil. Damn, that's good. That's sultry. Who says that? No one says that. No one at Juilliard says it, Noah. But we're down here in the muck. I've been hearing all kinds of people say it down here. It just slipped my mind. Great, that's settled. One more thing. What's a more regional way of saying to murder, to kill? You know? I don't like how he's using the terms regional and, like, local. It seems like he might be looking for something specific that he can't go into details with. I can't... Alright, here's the... We can't overcommit to the bit, alright? If we overcommit, he's gonna realize that we're fucking with him and he's gonna tell us to fuck off. However, there are a lot of roosters, in the region. You can hear them cawing and flying around up in the sky. Yeah, right then. You hear that? So yeah, when we kill someone, we send them home with the roosters. Yeah, because roosters will eat anything. Corpse, whatever. Send them home with the roosters. You maintain severe eye contact. Yeah, I like that, I like that. Sounds raw, sounds real. Remember it, Noah. Home with the roosters. Well, I'm satisfied. The crawfish devil sent another poor bastard home with the roosters. I'd watch this movie. Sends a shiver down my spine. I seriously have to repeat this? This is how real people speak, Noah. It's how people talk outside Silver Lake, you understand? Real people are out here saying weird, gross shit all the time. So memorize that line, because that line is going to win me a Golden Globe. Oh. The director half remembers your presence. I'm pretty good at sourcing talent, aren't I? Always had a knack for it. I guess I owe you one. If you need anything, talk to Noah or somebody else on set. Just don't bother me. I'm busy. Now get lost. Alright. I'm gonna remember that he owes us something. So many evenings spent watching traffic pass by this gas station. Little has changed. Neighboring business still sits abandoned. The surrounding streets are quiet and empty. Did anyone else ever get that, where you had the one business, it was like a gas station or something, and the gas station would be open for years and years and years and years and years and years, but the place next door would go through like 30 different identities in the course of 8 months? Like, it'd be a hero place, and then it'd be a nail place, and then for like a hot minute it would be an Applebee's with a really weird floor plan, and then that Applebee's closed down, and it becomes a lone place, and then it's just nothing. Well, well, well. Look who's back. Motherfucker. What happened? Carnival forget you beside the road? This guy is a shitty fucking pentagram stick poke. I hate him already. You even brought your little doll. Yes, monkey. Actually couldn't put him down. That's cute. Are we gonna... I mean, he's already come at us pretty hot, so, you know, wow, Troy, my mom died. Stop bullying me, I'm just a little guy. You're not that stupid, are you? Catherine, she's too valuable. They never let her die. If anything, she's probably vacationing on a hard drive somewhere. What? Dude, are you trolling me about my dead mom right now? Trolling? You're so damn sensitive. Can't say nothing around you. Your mom was excavating all along the rim of the lake. She used to pay me to help from time to time, matter of fact. She needed somebody smart. Somebody vigilant. Somebody like me. Okay, buddy. Especially with shields snooping around. I've seen some wild shit out in them swamps with Catherine. What kind of shit? No, I'm actually... If this guy knew... If he's not bullshitting, like, why would he bullshit about knowing my dead mom and working with my dead mom? Like, actually, why would he... I'm really worried now that my mom died slowly of a disease under the watch of the local oil company. Anyhow, this ain't story time. Not letting you in this gas station. Goddamn company that runs this dump did me dirty. They swapped me with an ATM machine for speaking truth. Ain't letting nobody through till I get an apology, very least. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, you definitely deserved it, but also fuck the corporate overlords. Don't patronize me with your weak pity. Really want to help get through. Go get me some of them pills your brother was set. My failed brother is selling my mom's pain pills. My failed brother is getting pushed down a hill. Kill. You're joking, right? Trying to get wrecked? Alright then, let's go. What? Okay. I'm not gonna attack him with monkey. As someone who's not insane, I'm not attacking this guy with monkey. Actually, you know what? Yes, I am. What am I talking about? How did monkey damage him? Is monkey actually alive? I didn't expect NORCO to have a combat section, if I'm being entirely honest. Oh, okay, so the game's gonna give me an achievement called Class Trader for that. So I'm a class trader because I won't give some rando my mom's fucking pain pills, huh? Oh, the game's accusing me in achievements of being a strike breaker for doing that. That's not... So because I won't sell a strange man my mother's pain pills, I'm a motherfucking Pinkerton, apparently. Troy knows your family. He was buying pills from Blake and occasionally helping your mom with her research. He says she was conducting research in the lake. Hope he's not dead. Well, he's probably fine. Dusty bags of dog food line the shelf. Could you maybe call an ambulance? Bro, protein bars, bubblegum, breath mints, taffy, etc. I wonder if this place ever started checking IDs. During high school, friends in the city would drive all this way just to get booze. Immaculately stocked cigarettes. A manual price scanner. Fuses hang on the shelf. Alright. Get our fuses. I detect that you have merchandise in your possession. You must remove any unpurchased items from your backpack and scan them in order to exit the store. Oh, the door's actually locked. They straight up will not let me leave with those fuses. I do actually have to talk to the kiosk. The disembodied illuminated head of the kiosk levitates silently in the browser tab. Okay. Scan the fuse. Thank you for your purchase. Okay. I hope Troy's okay. I'd love to check on him, but the game will not let me. Guess those kids are gone. The lights are on at Padu Private Investigators. You knock. No answer. Let's go see if our brother's at the bar. Selling people fucking our mom's cancer painkillers, man. Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shifts. It's closed. Should be open later in the evening. Oh. Guess my brother's not at the bar. Oh? I will say I appreciate having a little map of places that you can go, because one of the complaints that I have a lot about point-and-click adventure games like this is the fact that it's very hard to tell where you actually have to click in order to move areas, and it's not always obvious. You got the fuse? Good. We'll be able to use the bike to get around town until I'm done with the truck. It concerns me that Blake still hasn't returned. He's been spending a lot of his time at Sarpy Paperbacks lately. Perhaps we should look for him there? Sure, let's go. Oh, I guess I don't have a driver's license, maybe? Million appears to be the one driving. Sorry, had to take a drink. Sky bleeds a color you knew as a child. Airline highway passes beneath your feet. Million has joined your party. Interact with party members by clicking their portraits in the party menu. If you're stuck, they may be able to help. Oh, I can talk to Million. Oh, well, I've got great news for you. If you touch a void puppy, you ever touch a jello mold? Specifically, like a little bit of an overdone jello mold, so it's a little bit firmer than it should be. It's like that, and then if you keep pressing, you eventually sink into the gunk. And then it's just like having your hand inside of a bucket of glue. Million shouts over the wind. The bike runs much better now. You can use it to get around during your visit. Where could Blake be? He spends much of his time at Sarpy Paperbacks. We should check there. Where's Blake been? Because I conceptualize him as a crying face. The year that you left, Blake became uncontrollable. His behavior troubled Catherine deeply. He was beginning to remind her of your grandfather. After he was expelled from Destrahan, he began running drugs into the parish. He made himself many enemies. He puts those things behind him after her illness, but now that she's gone, I'm uncertain what to expect. Oh, no judgment whatsoever. I'm distracted by my own fronds a lot, too. The tail is long enough to wrap around me so I can pet it. I don't think sticking around would have been the thing. As someone who left home at a young age, I don't think sticking around would have fixed my brother. This place can ruin people. Perhaps, says Million, who I bet blames me for leaving. Yeah, I'm not apologizing for leaving. No one is asking you to, Kay? Well, how have you been, Million? I'm always the same, Kay. Always the same. Is that bad or good? Whichever you prefer. Are you depressed? No. The void puppy is big enough, could you swim on one? Absolutely. It's not a matter of size, they are liquid space. I'm technically infinitely deep. Like, it's not conveyed super well by my talk sprite, because I can't dedicate much processing power to giving it the jiggle physics I want. But you know how if you go halfway towards a destination, and then you go halfway, and then you go halfway again, you never get there? That's kind of like what putting a hand inside of my face is like. You can get halfway to the center of my face, and you can get halfway into the halfway, and then halfway into the halfway into the halfway. You're never gonna find my delicious creamy center. Love you, Mills. Well, it seems that Million doesn't really have many opinions or emotions, or if they do, they keep them wrapped up tight. Shield has been expanding since you left. Catherine took your grandfather's boat into the lake to investigate reports of construction in the swamps along the shoreline. He assumed it to be unpermitted shield activity. She was unable to find any evidence of it, however, it was clear that she found something during that investigation. What was it? I don't know, perhaps you do. How would I know? I haven't spoken to Blake, Million. Has Blake not mentioned anything? Asks Million. I don't trust what he says. Sounds like he steals drugs from sick mothers. Something drew her to the lake in the months before her death. Reports of construction. I don't like that the reports of construction appear to be linked, or at least in our brain they're kept in the same area as the scary man. And yeah, that's also what it's for. It is for snack storage. You got it in one. Your mom was investigating reports of construction in the lake. She found no evidence of it, nor who might be behind it. Your mom was investigating reports of unpermitted shield construction in the lake. While there, she saw something, but what? So was that thing she saw at the lake on the TV at the start of the game? There's the oil refinery, which I don't really want to head to, if I'm being honest. Home, tavern, books. Sprawling Shield Industrial Complex. Long ago, it was plantation land, cheap and abundant along the Mississippi River. The refinery grew in stages, slowly displacing surrounding neighborhoods. The chemical annex came online later. Children of the enslaved became the neighbors of the machine. towers, carbon and alloy and stainless steel. On the column sits the catalytic cracking unit that rocked the town. Pipelines. The webwork crosses high and low, over and under traffic and water and concrete. Like veins, like gossamer, like neural circuitry. Lights. Everywhere. Metal halide probing the river's expanse. Coded patterns of warm sodium and cold LEDs winking, thinking, knowing. Saying something. Speaking. Burning eyes, seeing. Something to decipher in all that NORCO light. I remember Blue. You only think that you do. When he died, part of her did, too. The young man leans against the station wagon while scrolling idly on his phone, his silhouette darkened by the fluorescent glare of the payday lender's sign. Started doing this rideshare thing a few weeks ago. Kinda hate it. Why? It's like shit. Spending hours a day making small talk with randos is melting my brain. Nearly broke an axle driving over a pothole in Hollygrove. It's my grandpa's car. If I trash it, he'll kill me. Drove anyone interesting? There's all types around here. Some guy drove out to the middle of the swamp. It was like 2 in the morning. Asked me to wait. He got out, took off his clothes, jumped in the bayou, came back up a minute later with a bag, toweled off, got back in. Found that to be pretty fucking weird. I don't know. And a while back I drove some lady out to the medical district. She was an odd one. Seemed kind of sick. Asked me all kinds of questions. Do I ever pick up random signals on the radio? Weird shit like that. There's just all types. Wonder if that sick lady was our mom. That'd be too much of a coincidence though, right? This is the other side of town. Two teens nod and gesture excitedly while bouncing between topics. Oh, a dog. Stocky pitbull with piercing green eyes watches the horizon with a neutral demeanor. As you reach down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls softly. Okay. We cannot pet the dog in NORCO yet. Where this dog came from, bruh? Dunno. She was sitting here for a while. You seen her eyes? Them eyes are something, bruh. Yeah, just staring at the horizon, huh? You seeing this shit, monkey? Okay, yeah, monkey is seeing this shit. Your mom used to come here to dig through the stacks. Among the heaps of used romance novels and westerns, she always managed to find some occult artifact? The owner is also the landlord. You imagine that's the only way he manages to keep a place like this running. Over the years, they've experimented with other revenue-generating streams. For a while, you could get your phone repaired here. Then they tried selling vape cartridges, and kratom, and anime wall squirrels, LSU yard ornaments after that. Remember seeing online that they were trying to do some kind of acupuncture thing? In the end, the schemes always fail, and only the paperbacks remain. You wonder how anyone can read in this dim and cluttered bookshop. As your eyes adjust, you see Blake's childhood friend Erica waiting behind the counter to greet you. Hey? And Million, when did you get back to town? I've been in NORCO for quite some time. Perhaps you are misremembering, Erica. Weird. I guess so. But anyhow. Yeah, you're looking rugged these days, old friend. That's an intense scar above your eye. Yeah, this is... You know, yeah, I'm a badass. You know what? I agree. Word on the street is you cleaned Troy's clock. Yeah, he deserved it. That guy, my god, he's such a clown. Glad he finally got a little taste of what he deserves. Sucks he got fired, though. Yeah, maybe. He's just so... hot? No. But enough about that troll. Just keeping up with your travels online, but haven't seen you post in a while. Yeah, that's because I threw my phone into the Rio Grande and got wrapped up in the military junta. I respect that. Seems more and more common these days. I've been avoiding my phone as well. Helps that the connection has been so erratic. Been hearing of people chopping down cell towers, tearing fiber cables out of the ground, trying to rip the internet apart. She nods into the ensuing silence. Back because of your mom, huh? Sorta. No, it wasn't always easy between you two. I was around for some of the arguments. Blake would say she was a great person, but a terrible mom. I just hope you and your brother can find some comfort. Yeah, thanks. That means a lot. My fail brother is selling her medication, but it's fine. Not even mad about it. And again, I think drugs are cool and fine. It's just that, specifically the theft and sale of prescription medication, both from the living and the dead, bothers me a lot. Of course, I lost my dad a while back, also to cancer. Yeah, a lot of people in communities by refineries get cancer. I wonder why. He was a mean bastard. Picked up my sister and threw her one time, ended up giving her a concussion. Couldn't wait for him to die, and then when he did, I danced. As the years pass, I find myself thinking about him more. It feels good to hear stories about him. It's always complicated with this shit. Never easy. I worry about your brother. Your mom's illness was taking a toll on him. I watched him slip back into some bad behaviors. Yeah, speaking of which, have you seen Blake? Yeah, I saw him just yesterday. He hasn't been around the house? He has not. He said he was headed to Floodgate Tavern when I saw him. May have gotten wasted. I know Gus lets him sleep behind the bar a couple times. Did you know you were coming, Kay? He never mentioned it. Thought I'd surprise him. I'm sure he'll be relieved to see you. He's been resisting help, but he needs it. If I hear from him, I'll tell him to find you. Yeah, the Steam page for this game did say that it was kind of a game about living with the crush of the weight of the past and the speed of the incoming future, and how it is updating the ways in which the same old cruelties are perpetuated. So I have a feeling the whole story is just kinda gonna be like this. I'm enjoying it personally, but I will say I don't think this game's gonna get happy anytime soon. Scan the titles on the shelf. Don't be a vampire. You pick the slim self-published paperback from the shelf and flip to a random page. Another dark and lonely night spent in this cavern of despair, hidden from the daylight. Blackout curtains are all that defer my eternal death. Thought being a vampire would be sexy, but it's not. It's awful for your skin. I look pathetic. Also, blood tastes like bong water. Didn't think it'd be like this. Good Hope Cemetery easement. Carbon copy of a document authored by the St. Charles Parish Planning Committee. The document outlines the parish intentions to secure a roadway through a 90-meter stretch of the Shield Industrial Complex. This easement would allow the descendants of those entombed to visit the Good Hope Cemetery. The grave sites are currently surrounded on all sides by the refinery. I have a feeling that that's probably real, too. Crouton! So this here is the illustrious Crouton. We found him behind the dumpster out back, licking cardboard. Whatever you do, don't try to pet him. He's a devil. I got scars all over my hands from this damn cat. I'm gonna try and pet him, absolutely. Oh wow, Crouton usually bites strangers. He must like you. Why did the number on the... He seems to be getting a little excited. Ow, 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 ow. Crouton, Crouton, you've maimed me. All right, 1, 2. Wow, I've never seen a cat purr this hard. Maybe you two should slow down. I will pet this cat. What? No, really. Stop touching the cat. Crouton looks like he's fixing to explode. Did we do it? Cat. I'm gonna pet the cat. And whatever happens, like if this cat explodes or dies because I pet it too hard, that's it. I have to end the stream. I'll be so sad. Ah, no! Damn it. I will accelerate this cat. Ah, damn it. I haven't even actually talked to her beyond her opening text. I've just been here failing at Simon Says because my brain doesn't work properly. That's what I get for streaming when I'm tired. I get to a Simon Says minigame and I definitely clicked that other... I get to a Simon Says minigame and the whole stream just falls right apart. All right. Erica? What the fuck just happened to the cat? Hey! God damn it! I told you to stop fucking with the cat! Did he just launch through the ceiling? What the hell just happened? Crouton phone case? You grab the phone case from the counter. Phone case resembling Crouton. Your brother was headed to Floodgate Tavern. He mentioned this to Erica when he dropped by Sarpy Paperbacks to see her yesterday evening. I'm so sorry about your cat, Erica. okay. I love you. I know you're going through a hard time. But I'm a little pissed you launched the cat through the ceiling. Just give me some space, okay? Still not over the crouton thing, in case you're wondering. I do hope Erica is correct, and that Blake's absence is nothing more than another drunken night. My intuition leaves me with a sense that something is wrong. Do you feel it too, Kay? Does something feel strange to you? I don't know, chat. Does something feel strange to you? Did anything strange happen today? Wait, Catherine? I don't think I could be playing as Catherine. I'm pretty sure Catherine died, didn't she? A neural versioning clinic. What brings you here tonight? I want a record for my children. Yeah. I don't want to leave my kids alone. They may still need me. I understand. And you were referred by Mr. Richard? Duck. That's what everyone calls him. Yes, Duck. We followed his branch with some interest. Who hasn't? I gather we'll be discussing this in more detail as things progress. For now, let us begin with a simple exercise. I'd like to talk about your earliest memory. It's of pine trees, yes? That looks like it could be Kay and Blake looking at the faces on them. That's right. Tell me about them. They grew from the concrete. Like sick flesh. Like cancer. They made your father upset. He'd see them and frown. But he'd remain silent. He'd sit quietly in the truck, dissatisfied. I wouldn't say a word. Speaking in those moments made you a fool in his mind. Your father's house. Safe. I wish I could have stayed. He wouldn't have it. And that's why you married Blue. Yes. To have somewhere to go. We bought our little place on Good Hope Street. The whole thing was a mistake. When I told him I didn't love him, it was in my father's voice. I told him I never loved any man. Was it true? That was a difficult night for you. Didn't feel real. Why? The smoke of the refinery twisted itself into unnatural shapes. Where was Blue? He sat at the window all night. The east-facing window? Yes. When you stood over him to apologize, you saw the flare stack of the refinery in his eyes. I never apologized. I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these. How was it after that, in the time before he died? We circled each other in wide orbits. I'd hide at the center of the house nursing Kay and only leave when I heard him step out. He'd sleep on the couch or next to her crib. He'd sing her old Cajun lullabies, pet her head, whisper to her about his life. Then there was the explosion. When the cat cracker blew, they say he fell 5 stories. We went to identify his body on a Thursday night. Remember the tempo of the streetlights, the police scattered across the East Bank. I carried Kay in a blanket. She never cried. We were quiet, she and I. Tell me about this man. I would see him from time to time around NORCO. This was many years back. But several weeks ago, Blake saw someone passing by the house. I think it was him. Why? I just do. The robot is no longer there to deter him. Million? Yes. Could be it. So... that's very strange, because our friend in the bookshop mentioned that Million apparently left Norco, and Million wasn't there at the house to deter this guy, it sounds like, so... it sounds like maybe Million went somewhere and doesn't want us to know about it? What was your first encounter with Million? Let me think. He came to me in the parking lot. Kay was about 12 years old at the time. She knew Blue from his days at the aluminum refinery. I stared a long time into her constellation of eyes. They swirled in a kind of desperation. I took her home knowing it was another mistake. We were reckless in those days. I welcomed any trouble I could find. Not gonna delete the scary man, because that seems like a familial curse. What is the significance of this image to you? It's... well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. It's a sphere. Damn, sure is, man. It followed me in the lake. When? Recently, a few weeks ago. Has Blake been trying to figure out what our mom saw? Is that why he's posting on the image boards? So Mr. Richard's branch factors into your biography. Duck's version escaped. A hard fork, an extremely rare instance, and grew into some kind of monster. It began speaking to me through the radio. It told me to install an app. An app? Yes. I think it has something to do with the thing, the sphere, whatever it is. So long as it pays, I don't care. I can use the money. That guy that was shilling earlier was for Duck Coin or whatever, and Richard, whoever, his nickname is apparently Duck. There's something going on here, and I don't know what. Yeah, it pays? Yes. I see. It seems this is the last control point that you submitted. If you'd like to include any additional thoughts or memories, anything not included in the intake form. No, that should be enough. I'll now begin disconnecting the sensors. Slight feeling of nausea and disorientation is normal and no cause for alarm. I thank you for your patience, Miss Madare. No idea what Super Duck wants from me. Better check my phone. Is it just me, or does our mom's eyes, like... They're like close to the same green as that pit bull, right? I hope I'm not just seeing things. Checking in, please text me when you can. I'm fine. Arizona, where in Arizona? New Mexico. Where you went, Ma? I'm out. I'm fine. Had to drop something off at your Perron's. Been gone a while. Heard from your sister. Where is she? She didn't say. Let's go. He came back around. Calling Uncle. I think the he in this question would be the scary man, possibly. Fine, love you. You come to the living room, something's happened. Out this evening, everything's okay. You need to stay home. I'll be fine, I promise. How's the weather on your side of the track? I don't have long myself, carrying around a tank. Blue's waiting for us. Super contacted me, so he did. Don't mess around with that shit. Where you went, don't mess around with Super. Kate, that thing's got no soul. Likes to ruin what all it touches. I need the money. They don't take money where we're going. I can't leave it for the kids to clean up. Blue left them with a little bit with how he went, but I was a fool. Don't worry yourself like this at the end. Don't get mixed up with that thing. Won't go how you want it. I really don't like any of this. Ma'am? Ma'am, are you okay? My eyes are just playing tricks on me, I guess. Vertigo and visual distortion are common side effects of a versioning session. Shall I contact our on-call physician? No, it's fine. Very well. Last name? It's Madea. First name Catherine. One moment. Your head drive is fully synced. You have chosen our silver tier. Your product does not come pre-installed with adware blocking services and provided as is without warranty. You are eligible for a free sync anytime before the new year. Thank you for choosing the Greater New Orleans Neural Versioning Clinic for your cognitive versioning needs. Huh. Okay, so remembering from at the start of the game, they said that for installing the app, they would give you like 0.032 duck. That's $10. So it seems like the microtasks for duck might make you an amount of money. It says here I need to go to the Curious Duck. Quack job. Do work, earn quack. Install quack. Receive orientation. Eagle janitorial and paper supplies. I really don't like this. I don't feel good about this. I think we should stop doing jobs for quack, like our friend said. The uncanny smile of personal injury lawyer Martin Smart hangs above Interstate 10. His eternally coiffed hair clings desperately to his head. His hallmark blood red tie catches the eyes of drivers speeding east. Just a click away, the sign reads. The Interstate Expressway traces a scar down Claiborne Avenue from east to west. East. The The bridge cuts east to the tram in the 7th Ward, like places whose stories should be forgotten and left behind in a haste. The pillars still tell those stories beneath the interstate. East above the industrial canal, the moldering strip malls, the narrowed expanse of the lake, the shrimp boats that prowl the black marble waves. East through Mississippi in the winter weeknight darkness and onwards to Florida where it terminates. West is the suburbs that Catherine calls home. West is the concrete expanse that breaks clean and sharp at the St. Charles Parish line and gives way to the cypress swamps. Capello crowned spire above the overpass, silhouetted by an unnatural glow that leads to Norco. Well, we could order a ride, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna head under the overpass to get mugged. This is taking forever to start. I'm starving. Been to any of these yet? No. What is it? Puppet show. They always start late. Told them I'd help load the gear, so I'm stuck here till it's over. My stomach's going to eat itself. A makeshift puppet theater. The curtains are closed. Maybe I'll come by later to see what this is about. Well, let's head to City Hall, I guess. A figure sits at a desk overlooking Duncan Plaza in the deepening winter night. He watches the fingers of a cool front animate the tops of a... I read that with the complete wrong cadence. He watches the fingers of a cool front animate the tops of oak trees in the park. The air this evening is the driest it's been since spring. He watches the last remnants of commuter traffic leaving Canal Street, pulsing tail lights the shift workers running towards the bus. He watches an airplane climbing from Armstrong International as passengers look down at the warm glow of the city. The oak trees, traffic, frail woman staring from the street. Warm glow and darkness, wind from the lake. A man holding a skateboard scrolls in his phone. What's up? Beautiful night, huh? Lovely. Finally a cool front. Been waiting months for it. I come out here most evenings. No one bothers you around this time. Plus you see a different side of the place. What do you mean? People pass through this building at night you'd never expect. You know, what do they call themselves? The Gregs? Garys? Can't remember the name. No idea. The kids that squat at the Promenade Mall? They're obsessed with Ken or John? Nope. And it probably wouldn't mean much to you. But anyhow, I see him come in and out of City Hall almost every night. I know it's them because my buddy Bruce got wrapped up in that stuff. Before you get initiated, they make you wear these goofy red polo shirts. Then once you're a full Greg, Gary, whatever, you get to wear the blue polo shirt. Sounds like a joke. And it is, but I don't think they realize it. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff I see around here at night. Why are there polo shirt cultists other than the normal ones at City Hall? I wish I had a clue. Okay. An armed security guard greets Catherine as she enters the building. He sits on a wooden stool next to a walk-in metal detector. Good evening. Badge, please. Damn, left it at the house. There are no council meetings scheduled for this evening. You'll need an employee ID badge to enter. Yeah, I hear weirdos, like fucking weirdos come through here at night. What's up with that, dude? You a fucking weirdo? Guy out front mentioned squatters in polo shirts come in and out of the building at night. I don't get paid to answer questions. Alright, there's definitely weird people coming in and out of the house at night, if that's his response. hope we're not going to get involved in a Ponzi scheme. Oh. Curious duck. How's your night, ma'am? That's going alright. No complaints, aside from the cancer. Love of my child texted me. Glad to hear it. You wouldn't have any change to spare, would you? Sure. All I got is $1. Really appreciate that. Change has been hard to come by this evening. Didn't know we'd be going head to head with Sketchy Santa. His sign says he's raising money for veterans. Last night it was for leukemia. The night before it was for something else. I respect the grift, but he stole our corner. Tell him something? You should confront him. We did. He, tried to kill us? Yeah. With a knife? Wow. It was dull, so it just bruised a little. Well, that's a little extreme. That's terrifying. You sure you're okay? Hasn't hurt as long as I'm drunk, so thanks for the $1, lady. Yeah, thanks for the pain relief. I don't want to talk to Sketchy Santa, but I think I now must talk to Sketchy Santa. A hot dog vendor sits behind a large plastic cart. He looks up eagerly as Catherine approaches. Oh, hey, hi! He watches Catherine with a silent grin. So is this? I'm flannelassing these! He makes a grand sweeping gesture above the pot of vague meat. Are my dumpy dogs! Silent smiling resumes. He begins to pick at the lint that peppers his jacket. Flannel, ass, dumpy dogs? He nods, smiles. Would you like one? Sure, what the hell? I want to eat something called a dumpy dog. Whatever it could possibly be, I have to know, and I'm gonna die soon anyway. The plot says so. What the hell? I'm dying anyway. Really? You're buying a dumpy dog? That's fantastic. That's great. You seem a bit surprised. Hey, it's just been a while since I've gotten some business. Been a little slow. Haven't ordered new dogs in a while. So these are old dogs. Nothing to worry about. They keep well. How old? Business was popping. Like I was doing really well back in YX2D. That's nearly a decade ago. How would you like yours dressed? Tell you what, I think I'll pass. I'll be here all night. Anything else I can help you with? What do you think the dumpy dog tastes like? If it's a decade-old hot dog, they're putting something in it to make it last. And I'm not talking about just like salt and chemicals. I'm talking about like they're putting something, like they're putting kerosene in there. So what do you think a dumpy dog tastes like? And is a dumpy dog flammable? I believe that a dumpy dog probably has the energy density of a lump of coal of equal size. And that is why Mary Laveau opened a t-shirt and camera shop on Royal Street. That's not scary at all. I paid for a ghost tour. If we're just gonna walk around looking at t-shirt shops, I want my damn money back. This is a farce. What kind of tour guide are you? Well, technically I'm not one, but... Excuse me? My roommate is. Then where is he? Long story. I came all this way because the website said it'd be fun. I'm having an alright time. This city was supposed to be enchanting. Anyone trying to score some Molly? I hate New Orleans. Anyone in this thread trying to score some Molly? Anyone in this thread want some fucking Molly? Wow, he is sketchy, Santa. Oh ho ho ho. Santa's eyes rolled wildly in their deep sockets. His mouth twists into a smile. How are you, dear? Got $1 to spare? Help spread some Christmas cheer. I gave my last dollar away. Sorry, Santa. What? That dollar was for me! Can I have my dollar back? Yeah, they're not gonna give me the dollar back to give it to French Santa, so I might want to just head inside before I get murdered. Small plaque next to the door. Curious duck. This is the place. Door's locked. Curious duck, more information awaits you there. Okay. Seems like we're not just gonna be let into the Curious Duck. Caters largely to clients of modest means. It keeps odd hours to accommodate students and evening commuters. So it sounds like neural versioning is something that happens very frequently, or at least reasonably frequently enough that they need clinics that cater to poor people. Online reviews range from lukewarm to alarming. Okay, so I'm gonna have to earn enough money to actually get a ride to wherever it is that I'm going. Well, his stomach's about to eat itself, but I don't think giving him a dumpy dog would be ethical, would it? So you change your mind? Getting hungry? Craving a dog? No, the door to the Curious Duck is locked and I need to get inside. What's at the shop over here? I was told to come by, but the door's locked. Curious Duck? Rosie doesn't know it. Rosie doesn't let anyone in unless they know the secret knock. Could you tell me the secret knock? Or is that why it's a secret? So what's the knock? Can't say, sorry. It's urgent. Please. Well, I do need some business. Alright, I'll buy one of the old hot dogs. You won't regret it. Doubtful. How much? Just $14. Is that a joke? Is what a joke? Christ. Do you take wallet transfers? Cash only. Damn. Well, what if I send some business your way? Then I'll show you the knock. Fine, it's a deal. Decade-old $14 hot dog, huh? Would you eat a 14-year-old hot dog? Do you consider yourself an adventurous eater? Like to live dangerously. There's a guy selling old hot dogs up the street. Sounds like a delicacy, always looking for ways to fortify my intestines. Show's getting started. I'll go grab one after it's done. So, you're gonna eat a decade-old hot dog because some random lady with cancer told you to under an overpass. You are the most relatable character in this game so far, my guy. A crowd has arrived to watch the show. Show's getting started. I should... Yeah, I'll take a seat. Why not? Watch the puppet show. Gator Farm. Arrowheads, t-shirt, souvenir. Deep in the cypress hollow I hide. I mourn this evening. My last child has died. They hang hooks from the trees with chicken thighs. They shoot bullets in our heads, behind our eyes. It is a curse that I am the last to survive. I was once captured by a fisher fool who called me his own. He walked me like a dog along the sinking streets. He fed me strange plants and deli meats. He even covered me with blankets when I went to sleep. I left on the night of a monstrous flood. Fool has not rested a single night since. He stalks these bayous each night, hoping to see my eyes shine. He calls out a ridiculous name that was never mine. Tonight I will shine my eyes at him. I have a request. Kill the shrimp-catching man who killed my children. Remove his head. Bring me his skull. Do this and you may again leash me like a dog. Oh. I guess we're boating. Hello, fisher fool. You trolled this bayou for many nights. Here I am, the one you're trying to find. My child hangs dead across the lake. Bring me the head of the shrimp-catching man, the one who captures the small ones. Peel the flesh from his skull. Do this, and I'll be your dog again. Alright, I'm gonna try not to crash into things. Because that seems to actually be a problem. Solitary egret. Oh no. Stands in the rush, undisturbed by the boat's wake. Been a long time I've seen anyone down this bayou. They all too frightened anymore. Biggest alligator ever to hunt this lake, she makes her den just across the way. Took my child from me. I buried him where I found him, near where she stayed. I visit that site daily, hoping I might catch her. She know better than to show her face. For one to cut that big skull of hers out, that'd be something worth bragging on. It'd be a roadside marvel. That'd be money to make. See that rifle you hold? What you say? I mean, I was asked here by my alligator, then he asked first. Sorry, man. It's the alligator swamp, we're just living in it, you know? An alligator hangs dead from a meat hook fastened to the limb of a cypress tree. What's down this way, I wonder? Anything? 3 crows watch from the power line that runs along the bank. Didn't we That's... There seems to be a symbology haunting this family. A man with Wednesday ash on his forehead, 3 crows on a power line, and a strange light out in the bayou. Because this is from a puppet show that our kid probably hasn't seen. You did my bidding, Fisher Fool, just like an obedient dog. Each day you held me captive, my patience reigned. You'll not humiliate me again. Consider this your last mistake. I mean, I guess that's a story. World's most dangerous bayou, huh? I relished the horror that struck the Fisher Fool's eyes. I first took one limb but left him alive. I made him crawl like a dog before he died. I mean, I guess that was something. The crowd is discussing the show. Wonder if that guy ate a dumpy dog and if he's dead yet. Guy from the puppet show. Guess he followed your food recommendation. Hey, this is pretty tasty. Thanks for the rec. I might get another one. Just wait for it, pal. Hope you know where to find a bathroom around here. Ah, hey, thanks for sending some business my way. No problem. We had a deal? Deal? You're supposed to show me the knock? Oh, well, sorry. Rosie would be upset. Are you kidding? I sent you business, show me the knock, that was the deal. Well, okay, but I only show you once, so here, listen. That was just 4 quick knocks in a row. That was the secret knock. Very secret. That's how everyone knocks. Exactly. Who would suspect it? Yeah, okay. Sketchy Santa has no other opinions about us. Catherine knocks on the door and hears the subtle sound of it unlocking. Oh, hey, it's Crouton? Didn't I blast you off earlier? This cat looks familiar. Mass-produced novelty voodoo dolls and tribal figurines clutter the display case. Novelty New Orleans-themed t-shirts line the back wall. Plastic simulacra of ceremonial masks hang on the wall. An overpriced selection of travel guides, cookbooks, and haunted histories of New Orleans fill the shelf. An odd jumble of Mardi Gras beads and other trinkets spills from the table. Don't touch the ball. Suppose you think you can come in here with your soft little hands and touch on my magic ball? Don't work like that, love. Now I gotta clean off the smudges. I see you've been eating French fries. Greasy hands. Nasty. You must be one of those super duck people. Always coming around here. Always looking down at their cell phones. Greasy hands. Terrible. The app said I should come here? The app. Yes, ma'am. Something not right about you. You drug head. I'm sorry. Is this the right place? It is, Butterhands. It is. Just calm down, love. You made it. Dallas will tell you what's what. Go talk to Dallas. I called him when I heard you trying to break into the place. Hell of a racket you were making. Jiggling on the handle like you couldn't get a hold of it. Now I see why. Dallas will be right out front. I don't got time to babysitting you now that I gotta clean all this. Stains all over my ball. You You even check your shoes before you came in? Yeah, my shoes are clean. I always knock off my boots before I walk into a place. Well, I know that's a lie. One last thing. The gemstone you got hanging around your neck. That thing ain't real. I know. Trashy. Why are you still here? Go find Dallas. Let him deal with you. Know if I've ever been called Butterhands as an insult. That's a new one on me, actually, being told I have greasy ass, nasty butter hands. Oh, hello. Guessing you're Catherine? That's right. Rosie debriefed you? Was that a debriefing? Don't know if that's what I'd call it, but, Sure. She could be kind of... Gas his gaze into the sky and back to Catherine. Never mind. Quack Driver should have a ticket with the information we need. No reason to stand around. What's Super Duck? It's a way of making money. Right, but... It's an intelligence of some kind. I don't know its purpose, don't know why it exists, none of that. There are nodes all across the region, points where you can speak with Super Duck directly. These are all things Rosie should have filled you in on. Not surprised she didn't. Tell me about Rosie, maybe? She seems awful. She seems very concerned about the butteriness of my hands. What's Rosie got to do with any of this? There are a dozen or so rendezvous points in addition to the nodes. Rosie's shop is one of them. She must be making good money offering her place to the network, probably only a reason she keeps it going. Doubt she's sold merchandise in years. Locks the doors to discourage customers. Guess you could call it a front. You been on Quack Job long? Been doing this since before there was an app. My super says use the app, I'll use the app. Makes no difference to me. Huh. So Super Duck existed before the app. Are we gigafying Elder God worship? Because I'm getting a little worried with all the talk of like the refinery being like nerve material, that Super Duck is the living refinery or something like that. Me too. Check the app and let's get moving. Hey, 54 bucks. That ain't bad. This is actually, you know, as long as you can actually cash it out, I think Quack might be the one cryptocurrency that isn't a scam. Only reason I ever come to the quarter is for work. How'd you get involved with Super Duck? This all used to happen on Craigslist. Posts showing up, the strangest things. I was busting tables uptown, couldn't swing rent, had a kid to feed. Started responding to the listings. First one I ever did was steal a head drive. Broke into a man's house in NORCO, stole it right out of his office. Brought it to another house. People there were just like me. Just like you, how? Didn't know shit. They're there because of a post, just like I was. House wasn't theirs, nobody knows who house it was. Plugged the head drive into a wall, they gave me some cash. I left. That sounds like something that's probably not going to be allowed on the App Store if the app's asking us to do crimes to people. What's next? We met at the rendezvous point, so what's next? Check your phone. Quack ought to have the information we need. Eagle janitorial and paper supplies. So, I guess now we would have the money to actually, call a ride. Doors are locked. The office is closed. A steady beat of traffic lights the sky along the causeway. Galvanized steel door to the supply warehouse is half opened. This isn't sketchy at all. Um... Was that... Is that duck or blue or... Erica said Blake went to Floodgate Tavern yesterday evening. Let's pass on the way home and see what information we can gather. I'd actually like to go back to the bookstore real quick. Hey. Hey, your cat. I want to apologize about it. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. All right, we can get back. We can actually get back on the highway now. Million, thanks. I think that angel might have been on my mom's phone case. Wonder if they're a local sports team. I don't know anything about Louisiana. Floodgate Tavern. Shield workers gather here after their shifts. That's Private Detective Brett LeBlanc sitting at the end of the bar. He's an unpredictable character, but we may benefit from speaking to him. Why are you looking at me like that? Still got chili on my face. Okay, Columbo. Heath, Waste Guy, LeBlanc, Gus. I like this little man over here. The LCD pulse of the evening news makes pale shadows across the bar. An image of a man with a long gray beard hangs over the news anchor's shoulder. Another pipeline explosion has left residents of Lower St. Charles Parish shaken. Field officials have determined that the source of the explosion was due to a botched attempt by oil pirates to divert the flow of oil into a stolen barge. A man familiar to local law enforcement only as Lucky was among the pirates, Shield officials say. He's believed to be hiding in the Bature Woods along East Bank between Kenner and Laplace. Residents are asked to call Crime Stoppers with any information. Man lies face down on the bar, surrounded by empty bottles. Is he alright? Why are you touching my partner? This is where I come to relax. Stay here long enough, you never know who might pass through. Hey Gus, look at this dynamic duo. Not sure I've seen these around before today. Sir Gus, that filthy one right there, that's Cape Madeire's oldest. Other one's a robot. Pulling my leg. That's Kay. Blues baby? Come on now, I work the turnarounds with Blue. Good man. Great man. Had some stories in him. How come his kids came out like they did? Look how this one's dressed. Looked to me like she headed to the job site. Or the circus. Blue passed before his time is why them kids don't dress like. Blue knew how to dress. You're right about that one, Keith. Sad the way the kids turned out. We'll forget all that. You two are lucky to be stumbling in while I'm sitting here. You're in the company of top-rated, professional sleuth, and I happen to have a bit of information. Well, I want to whip you in the face with a bike chain after all the comments about how I came out. Yeah, spit it out then. Hey, listen, I do things on my own time. Whining ain't gonna make this go no quicker. What he means to say is you don't do nothing but sit around here and drink. My ass. I'm the hardest working flatfoot you can find, me. LeBlanc, please. Time is of the essence. Cool your heels, I'm getting to it. Now I see why Kate kicked you to the curb. That is not correct. Save your battery life, I'm just playing with you. Tell you what, why don't you give me a drink so we can talk? Everyone in this town fucking sucks. I get why we left. Holy fuck. I don't see how anyone can believe the crap media's been putting out these days. It's all lies meant to divide working people. See for yourself. He gestures to the TV. Now why are you making your website, Keith? To set the record straight. You know that's right. Evening, folks. I guess something started. I need a beer for your boy. Lord help me. Another sap buying that lowlife a drink. You know Blake Madare? Hasn't come around in weeks, not since he ripped me off. Wish I could say it was the first time. Someone said Blake was here last night, my man. Nah, he'd be a fool to show up here after what he did. So he ripped you off? Walked off with the register. The register is still there, so do you mean he took the money out, or did you buy a new cash register? I knew he'd been getting himself all messed up on drugs. Just trying to give him a chance. Give him some chores around the place. Done with him now. Done with him. Yikes. Might need you to buy me a little snack too, seeing as my wallet's all the way out in the car. This is enough to get us going. So alright, where do I even start? Mom ever tell you about me? Maybe. Probably never mentioned me by name, but have you ever heard her mention a wild detective who doesn't play by the rules? Puts his life on the line for the good citizens of Norco? Well, that was me she was talking about. I'm sure I came up. Problem is you got a piss poor memory. Us investigators, we gotta keep our memories sharp. Well, you don't know me, I know a lot about you. I grew up in this town, you understand? My cousin Susie's ex-husband knew your daddy while he was still at the plant. Catherine, she was a few grades above me at Sacred Heart. I knew her since I was a boy. Everyone around here knew Catherine. She's always getting herself into trouble, always drawing attention to herself. See, that's why the local oil refinery folks had her fall 37 times onto a knife. People'd say she was kin to Jesus. Old man lived behind loops would say that. Talking about Papa? Yeah, Papa. Been years since I thought about him. Lots you could say about Papa. He'd whisper some bullshit and get everyone repeating it. Wasn't all bullshit. Saying a coon ass like me, a child of Christ, you know that's bullshit. We all Christ's children. Damn, Gus, true? We are all Christ's children. Not like that, Gus. You know what I mean. Like literally. Wait, what? Years ago, long before blues died, Papa told a priest the family occasions came from Jesus. Said Catherine had, how you say it, like Jesus blood. Got it from her daddy's daddy and so on all the way back to the old world. Like in that movie. One with the volleyball. That ain't the right movie, Gus. It's the one with the priests and stuff. Hell, I don't know. I don't watch movies. Figure some of that's likely to be true. You'd believe any old shit, Keith. No disrespect. Catherine never noticed. She was off on her own planet, wild as she was. Papa never wanted to be seen. He was watching Catherine, but she weren't watching him. Don't know where that accent went. Got away from me there. Who wouldn't let no man like that near her anyhow? Got a point there, Keith. You'd be foolish to get in Catherine's way. She went, trouble followed. But I admired her, and she admired me. Yeah, who wouldn't? Anyone who knows him? I'll piss on you. Or sees him. You always been jealous of my looks. Or smells him. Now I know you full of it. I sprayed this whole suit down in cologne just this morning. Don't mind Gus, I always been the handsome one, and he gets jealous. Made me forget what I wanted to tell you. Well, that's right. Your house is out there near the fence line. Well, that's right behind my place of business. I got a window that looks out on the yard, more or less. This is a pretty long story, and like I was saying, I ain't got my wallet with me. And you want us to buy you another drink? No, a million, I'm pretty sure you said a snack. Oh. It's a real generous offer, Robot. Thank you for that. Unbelievable. It's gonna be this time, folks. Bonk wants another. Yeah, word of warning, he'll bleed you dry. Yeah. Let's check in on the mind map real quick. Brett LeBlanc. Your brother never ended up at Floodgate Tavern. Erica said Blake was headed to Floodgate Tavern last night. Gus, the bartender, said Blake never showed up. Fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River Bachelor Woods. An old man in Norco named Pawpaw had delusions about your mom. He believed her to be a descendant of Jesus Christ by way of her Cajun ancestry. This is the cheap stuff. I ain't complaining or nothing. Just making an observation. Tastes like dog piss. This real important information I'm trying to share here. Valuable, you might say. Can you buy me the cheapest beer in the house? A little rude, maybe, but that's okay. That ain't no problem. So listen here. This is what I wanted to tell you. My office window looks out on your mama's yard. I'm always keeping an eye out on the street. Just a little ways back, right after Catherine passed. I was looking out there on the street like I do, and I seen these shield security types leaving the house. They was carrying a box. You saw sealed security leaving Catherine's house with a box. That's what I'm saying, Robot. They was walking out the front door with a box, casual as can be. Where the hell were you? Ain't you some kind of security robot yourself? Now, why didn't you stop them, Mr. Big Bad? Well, because I was busy. With what? You know, just busy. Who cares with what? When are you ever busy with anything? All the time. I can hardly get a minute to relax. What were you doing? I told you, I was looking out the window and I saw them shoot people. So answer the question, Brett. You see these people breaking into a home. You're always coming around here bragging about stopping the bad guys. If I wasn't so busy, I might have killed them. Sometimes I wonder if half these stories you tell. Ask around town, everybody knows I'm a killer. Are just fantasies you make up to convince yourself. I was taking a shit. The detective smooths his tie as a moment of silence settles over the room. The window is next to the toilet. I'm always watching the street because I have irritable bowel syndrome. I hadn't even started wiping when I see them shield dudes, alright, bruh? Would you run down Apple Street with poo all over your ass? The man closes his eyes and shakes his head slowly. I take that as a no. You wouldn't. Nobody would. Got to have a clean ass to fight crime. Everybody knows that. Had I been done wiping, I guarantee you they'd be dead right now. I'm serious. That's a completely reasonable response, man. Can I buy you another beer? Hey, I think actually no, maybe the reason you have the irritable bowel syndrome is because you drink too much. What would Shield be looking for? Hell if I know. Laura St. Clair, the regional CEO they got over there. She always took a bit of an interest in your mama. I hear she's a loose cannon. Why would she be interested in my mom? So everybody in fucking town apparently knew my mom and was concerned with my mom and was, I guess, in a fucking personal relationship with my mom. God damn. Everybody wanted what was in her head. the lore on the town? My mom was a folklorist, wasn't she? Talking about Laura, piece of work, that woman. Surprised she hasn't run the whole operation into the ground. Only reason the board keeps her on deck is because of her father. Lots of people want her gone. Who's her father? Thomas St. Clair, founded Claire Bionics. They made robots just like your friend here. Hell, Million might be a St. Clair unit herself. Anyhow, man's rich as can be. Thomas St. Clair is a servant of the devil. There Gus goes with his bullshit. Not bullshit, it's truth. Alright, Gus. Before we go, I got one more thing. I'm hungry. It'd be a real nice gesture of appreciation if you bought your informant something to eat. Circle back afterwards. I'm gonna have a little more information to share. You know what, man? Why not? You've been helpful. Yeah, old boy did in fact get hungry. Sucker born every day. Good for business, I guess. I mentioned I don't much care for the fries here, but that's okay. I ain't complaining. Just would have liked me a sandwich is all. Forget all that. What's important right now is that you understand what I told you. I saw S.H.I.E.L.D. thugs leaving your mama's house with a box. What the box contained, no idea. But they was in there looking for something, no telling what. They got them headquartered deep inside the refinery in that old plantation house, where the real action happens. If I had to guess where they'd be heading, that'd be it. Hey Keith, you getting all this? Every word. He's making himself a little news website. What's the name gonna be, Keith? I got a few ideas in mind. You just like Duck, bruh. Duck used to be a news junkie too. Digging up dirt on all the bigwigs. It's before the cancer knocked him on his ass. There's a lot of people getting cancer living near the refinery, I'm noticing. I have no further comment. Some people just want to know the truth. Been by to see Duck, Kay? The man could use visitors. Who? No wonder you don't remember your mom talking about me. You got a pecan for a brain. Hey, I find it surprising that you don't remember Duck. Even the damn robot thinks it's sad. You got poor Catherine turning in her grave, kid. You better go see him. That old boy knows shit no one else does. Where is he? What you mean? Kay must have thought took you to see Duck 1,000 times. Just think about it for 2 seconds. Perhaps LeBlanc is right to suggest we visit him at some point. Perhaps. Oh yes, quite. Why you talk like that? Did it make you in England or something? You sound like a like a queen. Thank you. Weird ass slang. Anyhow, figure I'll be seeing you two again. Good luck. Excuse me. Looking for my brother? Why don't you ask about Gus about that? I don't keep up with Blake no more. Too much trouble. Need help getting to the refinery. Getting into that refinery ain't easy. I know that much from experience. Find one of them people like they've been talking about on the news to help you out. Oil pirates, barricading Highway 1, diverting pipelines and all this. Then the only kind I ever seen get through security. They're saying on TV one of them pirates been hiding in the Bashur Woods. It's all over the TV. He points to television. And the pipeline explosion. Yep. These knuckleheads managed to figure out what S.H.I.E.L.D. was looking for. Come and tell me. Good detective should know what's going on. Tell me more about Paw. I've become fixated on my mom. Seems a little weird to follow her around telling her she was a child of Christ, but, you know, Mormons do it all the time. Small town like this, your mama attracted attention. He's watching too many movies, cooked up some strange ideas, got his wires crossed. That's my idea. Sounds about right to me. I'd love to talk to this crazy man. Where is he now? In a ditch somewhere. That ain't nice, Gus. He left here a long time ago. He used to do odd jobs, roofing fabrication, that kind of thing. No telling where he went, probably looking for work. How well did you know him? I'd see him walking by every now and then. We'd exchange a few words. Say he threw a brick through the church window once upon a time. Huh. That had people buzzing. A lot of us knew who he was, but no one knew much about him. One of those kinds of people. No, really, where can I find Duck, though? Yeah, I guess I'll think about it after I talk to Million. If we're to attempt getting into the refinery to claim your mother's possessions, we'll need help. Blanc may know where to find it. Some fugitive hiding along the Mature, allegedly an oil pirate. Yes, we saw him mentioned on the news, allegedly an oil pirate. What about him? Sorry, I'm remembering that I am supposed to be reading this text in order and not simply rattling through it, everyone. Are oil pirates common? Increasingly so. The pipeline network in this region is largely unmonitored. Claire Bionics others are developing new technologies to address this. Bat Shorewoods are along the Mississippi River near Dime's Discount. Maybe he can help us get into S.H.I.E.L.D.? That's reasonable to assume. Blanc suggested we visit Duck. Don't recall where Duck lives. Lead the way into the refinery. S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen some of your mother's possessions. We can attempt to infiltrate the refinery ourselves, but I don't think we'd be successful. Let's ask around. Anything else to say, Gus? Good for now. Don't see how anyone can... Yeah. Alright, well, looks like this bar is, more or less empty. Threw a brick through a church window and believed my mom was a descendant of Jesus Christ, huh? Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oil. Her role is not secure. The board would like to replace her, but they fear the influence of her father. Interested in my mom. Likely due to some aspect of my mom's research. Thomas St. Clair has the same green eyes in that sprite as a lot of other creatures so far. Laura St. Clair's father and the affluent founder of Claire Bionics, a machine learning startup. Monkey. This has taken another unusual turn. Erica told us that Blake was heading here yesterday evening, but the bartender says that Blake hasn't come by in weeks. Something may have happened on his way here. Blanc says that S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen a box of your mother's possessions. We have nothing else to go on. We must retrieve the stolen items and hope that they point us towards your brother. I don't know where the someone came from. I need to check my language cores, I think. Accessing S.H.I.E.L.D.'s headquarters won't be easy. Without assistance, perhaps impossible. I suggest we recruit help before attempting it ourselves. Well... looks like the movie's cleared out for the day. Terry... okay, he's off the ground, so I don't think he's dead. Just wanted to check, honestly. Into the woods I go, I suppose. Memorial languishes in the river mud. 2x4 cross, plywood plaque, cairns of pulverized concrete. Sprayed haphazardly onto the plywood is a remembrance. Here passed the brave freedom fighters of January XW11, whose cries of liberty echoed through the generations. In much smaller handwriting, a different hand scratched fake across the bottom of the plaque. Either you see a dog, little black pit, green eyes. You see her, you send her this way. She answered to Potts. You the one they're looking for? Well, so what? Lucky make the news? They want trouble, here I am. You see that dog? You send her this way. This man was mentioned on the news. An oil pirate. Lucky's dog is missing. Yeah, that's probably his dog. I assumed it was. I wasn't looking for the hint, really. Fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi Butcher Woods. His dog is missing. Guess we'll drive across town and go get that dog. Alright, we're not gonna pet her, I suppose. Just look at her. I can't really tell the dog. Oh, this dog looks kind of hungry. What dogs eat? Dog food, bruh. Dogs eat dog food. You still mad about Crouton? I just wanted to ask you some questions. Too bad. If you wanted my help, you should have listened to me when I told you to stop petting the cat. Was the cat supposed to blast off? Probably gonna try and get an invite to this quack app people have been talking about. Anything's gotta be better than this. Yeah, so she's still mad about the cat. Not really sure if she's ever going to let me live that down, honestly. Oh. Sentinel. Sentinel drone will continue to call guards until it is removed. These are a new generation of St. Clair units. They are running the latest cloud-distributed SCOS. Their armor is composed of more durable and lightweight alloys than my own. Gaining access to the facility will not be a trivial task. Indeed, it may not be possible with only the two of us. And the Sentinel is certain to complicate our attempt. Nonetheless, I see no alternative. Are you prepared? Let's hold off. I don't think Monkey's gonna help us take these guys down. A greener world awaits, says the oil refinery. The heat of spring will soon arrive, and the mildewed air of the window unit will fill the room. Well, guess we can go to the discount store and get some dog food. Grab a bag of dog food. Wonder how much money we actually have. Money seemed like it was a pretty big concern for both our mom and our dad, but we appear to be able to spend a couple dollars here and there without it being a big issue. Typically in tabletop games, you know, it can be like a big fucking issue to find $2 to spend on something. Like, your character won't have the ability to just pull out $2 to spend on dog food, you know? So I was surprised that, we were able to buy the detective beers earlier, if I'm being entirely honest. Pour a heap of dog food onto the ground before the dog. She laps up the kibble and follows behind you as you step away. Potts. Breh, it's the dog. Love that dog, bruh. Okay, so clicking on the dog just makes it bark wherever I am. I'm gonna go see if I can't show my friend this dog. First you launch Crouton through the ceiling, and now you come harass me with this dog? Hey, I know things have been rough, but what the hell? Tell that dog to shut up, I'm serious. Get that thing out of here. No. You are so awful. You are not a friend at all. You will not be nice to my dog. I'm going to bring the dog into the bar. Alright, nothing from bringing a dog into the bar. I guess that's fair. Found your dog. Pots! You brought back my pot liquor. She was having me worried. Pots now. She tough as they come, but Lucky thought they had her. She reaches down and pets the dog behind the ears as she pants eagerly. Regards, Million. Say, robot, you look familiar. You a Claire Bionics unit? His eyes looks kinda similar to, the detectives. If you look at his eyes, like, they've got this, like, beady blue look to them that looks very similar to the detective, and I'm not sure if that's a stylistic thing, or if that's something I should be taking notice of. Alright then. Just thought you might feel lucky in on a little gossip. What gossip? Laura St. Clair. She one unusual character. Turned that refinery inside out on some wild goose chase. What? What I was hoping the robot might tell me. But anyhow, they call me Lucky. I stick around here. You need help, you find me. Help is, in fact, just what we need. Not right? We must infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. to retrieve some stolen property. We could use a hand. I done got past them fences more than I can count. That's a good time. I even got me a couple grenades in my bag. Lucky'll come. You can count on Lucky. Now that there are so many of us, we'll need the truck to get around. Let's return to the house. I hope to finish repairs quickly. What you got, Kay? What do you know about S.H.I.E.L.D.? Lucky knows all there is to know. What about it? How long has the facility been in NORCO? S.H.I.E.L.D. came here early. All this area was plantations. Weren't no money in that after slavery. Got all that oil right there in the Gulf. Oil companies come in, get the land cheap. River connects straight to it. The whole operation down here used to be run from their central headquarters, then they split it up to get around some laws. They got this regional corporation with Laura St. Clair at the top. The man laughs. Bet they regret that idea. Tell me about Laura St. Clair, my man. Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. NORCO. Board of directors appointed her because of Thomas, her daddy. They was thinking, they get her daddy. Look how that worked out. She done lost her mind, and Thomas, he don't want nothing to do with her. What do you mean? Well, hell, it's in all the newspapers. She been sending survey teams out into the lake. Why she sending them out there? Don't make no sense. That area of the lake, they ain't got no oil, no salt domes. Whatever she looking for, it ain't got much to do with oil. Thomas started the company that gets all the security contracts around here. Got his degree from LSU, moved out to California to make robots. Man's a billionaire. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s board of directors appointed his daughter, thinking they could get some of his expertise at a discount. They ain't known the drama back then, but they sure know it now. Thomas legally disowned his daughter. Tried stealing Claire Bionics out from under him. Some people say she even tried to kill him. God damn, man. You from around here? Lucky come from Vacherie, right up the river. They done traveled the land, walked to Knoxville, sailed to Mexico. Lucky done seen a good piece of this world. How long you had Potts for? Potts been about lucky side 2 years. Found her pregnant beneath a car one day. Couldn't stand her to see her like she was. Met a man with some land, wanted the babies. Thought we'd part ways eventually, but shoot. Guess I got used to her being around. She returned all I did for her many times. Alright, looks like the detective's not at home. My fail brother come home and use the laptop? No. Looks like no, my fail brother has not been home to use the laptop. I'm beginning to think maybe calling him my fail brother is something I should stop if I'm going to be, searching for him. Because if I find him dead and I've been calling him my fail brother the whole time, I'm gonna feel like a real jackass. Lucky waits beside the truck. I'll be finished shortly. This is Miss Madeire's house, then. Lucky knew your mama a bit. Ow. He was around. Seen her a time or two. Weren't no friend of the company's neither. They'd like to have her dead. Worry about yourself? He squints, grimaces, shakes his head. Nah. These companies want to get off the oil. Too much trouble. What do you mean? Put them wind turbines out in the Gulf. Now they building a brain. Hell, everybody know they in there building a brain. All the refineries is doing that. Going to hook them all up, make a bigger brain. That ain't enough to outsmart Lucky. Lucky's smarter than any big brain you can dream up. They're gonna use it to find fuel out in space. Best of luck to them. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to make a buck. Then why do you get in their way exactly? As an oil pirate? Lucky ain't nobody's way. Everybody like Lucky just fine. Didn't you blow up an oil pipeline? He maintains a neutral expression as he watches the tree line. Lucky done blown up all kinds of shit. People think Lucky hates S.H.I.E.L.D. Lucky don't hate S.H.I.E.L.D. He just like causing trouble. Without S.H.I.E.L.D. ain't nobody have a job in this place. But here come that robot. We best get moving. You want to talk more, just tap me on the shoulder. S.H.I.E.L.D. is building a brain. Lucky says S.H.I.E.L.D. is developing an artificial intelligence in order to conduct exploratory missions for off-world mineral reserves. Huh. I finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access S.H.I.E.L.D.? I think we're going to save that for next time, everyone, because we have been going for quite a bit today. So, this has been really enjoyable. I have really liked NORCO quite a lot, and I think I'll probably be playing, more of it in the very immediate future, all things considered. So look forward to that, and I hope everyone here has an absolutely excellent day. I hope you keep it sexy. I hope you keep it, dangerous. And I hope, that, get to see a cool dog.